Good evening, everybody. My name is Jose Carreno, and I want to start off by saying thank you for taking time off your schedule to be here. Today, I'll be speaking to you about the culture that I am a part of. There are more than 1 billion people in the world, and I myself am part of the Mexican culture group since I was born from Mexican parents. Although I was not born in Mexico, my parents made sure to teach me all about the culture and the many traditions that come with it. What makes up the Mexican culture includes its traditions, the stereotypes associated with it, and the way this culture has impacted my self-concept and the way I interact with others. A bit of background to know about the Mexican culture is that it is a culmination of people that originate from Mexico or they come from a Mexican background. Many of its people enjoy going to jaripeos, a place where 4 or more people on horse try to lasso a bull while avoiding getting attacked by the bull. In the background, a banda plays many selections of music to get the audience riled up. While this all goes down, there are many people going around the stand selling snacks or raffle tickets to the audience. The snacks could include things from peanuts or garbanzos to chips or churros, while the raffle can have prizes like livestock. Another thing that many Mexicans enjoy are dishes with lots of spices. This could vary from a dish called enchiladas to a simple snack like a fruit cup with chili powder sprinkled on top of it. The various traditions, rituals, perspectives, cuisine, and values to make up the Mexican culture include las posadas, Dia de los Muertos, Cinco de Mayo. Las posadas is when a group of people go around the neighborhood and sing to others in hopes of getting something in return. The things they can get can vary from simple candy to a piñata filled to the brim with it. At the end of a posada, a feast is held as a way to thank the people for coming out. All this is done to commemorate when Joseph and Mary went to Bethlehem in search of a place to stay. Next, we have the Dia de los Muertos. Dia de los Muertos is all about remembering our lost loved ones by making an altar for them and as a way to commemorate them, and a way of saying that we remember them. In addition, we place foods and other snacks that the deceased person might have liked in the past. Another thing to note is that massive parties are held where the people are dressed in fancy clothes and wear skull masks or skull face paint. Finally, we have Cinco de Mayo, which is celebrated on May the 5th. A common misconception is that Cinco de Mayo is when Mexico gained its independence. However, that is not true, as Mexico gained its independence on September 18th. Instead, Cinco de Mayo celebrates when Mexico was able to defeat and drive away the invading French forces, even when the odds were against them. Some of the perspectives that Mexicans have held over the years is that the United States is a land of promise, and by going there, you have a brighter future. This is due to the fact that Mexico is plagued by much crime and daily gang violence, making it a tough place to live in. Overall, Mexicans value hard work above all else, as this provides more for the family and makes work easier for everyone in the family. Finally, some famous Mexican cuisine includes tamales, enchiladas, and mole. A tamale is a dough that is filled with meat or other similar fillings and that is later steamed in corn or banana husks. This is especially popular dish during holidays such as one's birthday, Christmas, or New Year. Enchiladas are rolled corn tortillas coated in sauce made from chilies and filled with a variety of things like meat, cheese, or beans. This is a common dish that many eat on a day-to-day basis. Finally, we have mole, a sauce made from various chilies, nuts, and other types of spices. This can either be eaten alongside rice as a standalone dish or can be used as sauce for something like chicken or beef. There are many stereotypes that are associated with Mexican culture, many being very negative ones. One such example is that most Mexican families that come to the Americas did so by illegally crossing their border. That is not the case, as many Mexican residents went through a process involving paperwork in order to be able to cross over to the US. One example of this would be my mother, who moved here when she was a teenager after she signed many documents. Another case of stereotyping would be that all Mexicans are related to drug cartels and that they sell drugs to get most of their money. This is a blatant lie, as the matter of fact is that most of these people that live in Mexico are suffering because of the many crimes committed by these criminals. Instead, most citizens have taken to trying to get rid of that label given to them by outsiders, by trying to live their lives normally instead of cowering in fear. Finally, there is a stereotype that all kids were forced to abandon school in order to work in the fields. While this may have been true a decade ago, the reality is the times are changing and we are moving to a more education-focused family. To specify, instead of letting kids leave school at an early age to work in the fields, Parents have now realized that it is more beneficial to send your kids to get a better education. With this, they can at least ensure the kids a better future for them and their future families. The way the Mexican culture has impacted my life and the way I interact with others is that I realized that I have to work harder than others in order to be able to get ahead in life. My parents moved from Mexico into the United States in hopes of being able to build a family. Neither of them were given a chance to go to college, so they have raised me to study hard instead of doing something like getting a job when I had the age to do so. This has led me to have to work harder than other people in order to be able to have a chance of getting into a good college or university. I have met many people with a situation that is similar to mine, and as a result, I am able to make friends with these people. Because of this, we help one another in hopes of succeeding and to be able to secure a brighter future that our families have provided us. As a result, because of all these things such as culture, tradition, stereotypes, just the overall impact that this Mexican culture has had on my life, I'm safely able to say that I identify with the Mexican culture. Thank you and have a wonderful evening.